JustCyn. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and click the subscribe button. It's absolutely free to join the tribe. A few disclaimers before getting into your reading. This is going to be for all 12 zodiac signs, and this will be time-stamped for you so that you can go directly to your sign, and it will be pinned in the comment section. So a few disclaimers. If you like to book a full session with me, I will not be taking clients until after October 9th. And then I'll link my availability down below, so if you do want to book with me, so that will be in the description box. Now, I do have an online store as well if you do want to shop with me. I do sell magical decks, I do sell affirmation decks, affirmation books, smudge kits, crystals, anything that you can think of. That'll be on my website. Also, I do have a Patreon as well. If you do want to join the tribe over on Patreon, they do see these videos first a day early. I'm going to start doing them that way so that Patreon sees them a day early before YouTube. So if you do want to see these videos first, and also I do spells and rituals over on that platform, mainly focusing on money, protection, and love. Self-love. That'll also be linked somewhere on the screen, so you guys can go ahead and join the tribe over on that platform, which is exclusive content. I did start a Twitch, so if you do want to stream with me on Twitch, I will be doing live readings on my Twitch channel, so I will leave that somewhere on the screen as well. So yes, the first sign that is up is Aries, so let's get into Aries. All right, Aries. All right, Aries. Oh God. Okay, so Aries, what I'm seeing is that there seems to be some sort of power struggle when it comes to reconciling with someone. I do also feel like someone may be possibly wanting to reconcile and the other person may not want to reconcile, so there seems to be some sort of miscommunication. There also seems to be like someone that is wanting to possibly get something off of their chest and possibly wanting to put some sort of time and effort into the relationship or the connection, but I feel like you may not be possibly on board. There seems to be some sort of friction between a reconciliation or something is having a hard time getting off the ground. I just feel like both people are not on the same page. Maybe one person wants to move the relationship or connection forward, but the other person is just not wanting to, or possibly wanting to kind of stay in the, I guess it's like, for example, someone wants to be engaged and the other person doesn't want to be engaged just yet. They just want to kind of just like relish in the moment. So it could be possibly that, like, someone is wanting to maybe move the connection forward, maybe wanting a higher level of commitment, but the other person is just like, what's the rush? So there seems to be like both people not really seeing eye to eye, or both people are not going in the same direction. So there seems to be some sort of fork in the middle of the road. There also seems to be some sort of decision whether or not you want to reconcile with this person. Mainly the signs that are coming out are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, like yourself, or either Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So these are only the signs that are coming up, but it could be any of those signs. I do also feel like you guys are putting a lot of time and effort into your finances, and I do also feel like a lot of you are kind of coming off as very trying to more so pay attention to yourself. And not saying that you're ignoring your partner if you are in a relationship, but I just feel like you guys are mainly focusing on how you feel and basically trying to get yourself aligned. Now, if you're not in a relationship, I do feel like there may be possibly someone that is wanting to reconcile with you, but I just feel like, again, not being on the same page. There also seems to be like someone is resisting communication, or someone is holding back some sort of communication or refusing to make some sort of decision whether or not they want to reconcile. For example, if you were in a connection, you guys separated, you guys had a breakup, I feel like someone is refusing to make a decision whether or not they want to get back with you or you them. So their energy can be vice versa. So there seems to be a little bit of like, well, I don't know if I want to get back with you. There seems to be some sort of confusion or some sort of mixed feelings that someone may be having for the other person. And I do also feel that someone is kind of using their finances as a distraction, or not really wanting to kind of make a decision just yet. So someone may be possibly procrastinating, or someone is waiting for the last minute to make some sort of decision whether or not they want to move forward with you or you them. I do also feel like communication does need to be worked on. I feel like if if a decision is not made, I just feel like someone's just going to decide to walk away, or someone is just going to decide to go in a completely different direction. I do also feel like if you and someone are still in debate or whether or not you guys want to reconcile, I do feel like someone is going to either give up, or something is just going to fizzle its way out, or a cycle is going to just kind of fizzle its way out. So I do feel like one aspect of your life is ending and you're going into a new cycle, whether or not that's verbally agreed upon, or that's just kind of just like not speaking to that person ever again and just kind of letting things fizzle out if you are in a connection or dating someone. I just feel like something is just kind of like, it's not silent treatment, it's not ghosting, it's just like two people decide that they don't want to talk to each other anymore, so they just kind of go their own ways genuinely and amicably. There's no beef, there's no loss. It just seems to be like communication just seems to be fizzling out, and communication just seems to be dwindling. Like, I just feel like something just is slowly dying in a connection, if you are in a connection. If you're not in a connection, I do feel like something that you may have had with someone, so either some sort of communication or some sort of, if you're dating someone, I just feel like something just seems to fizzle out. I just feel like something is just it's not being revisited, or something about a foundation that is simply crumbling. So that is what I'm getting for you, Aries. So let's get into Taurus. Taurus. And if you guys do like this style of reading, please like this video. You guys seem to like it the last time I did it this way, but please like this video so I know moving forward that this is the type of, I guess, formula or format that you guys like. I know I used to do them separately, but I just feel like this time around just me time stamping them and kind of doing it this way moving forward, it would probably be the best. But please let me know if you guys like it this way. Okay, so this is for Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, there seems to be some sort of disconnect. You also may be disconnecting from someone as well. There also seems to be like a decision to maybe cut something out of your life. This can be a particular person, because I'm getting Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So there seems to be a lot of earth and a lot of air. I'm also seeing that there's something about you having, some of you might be quitting your job, and it may be because you've been invested a long time in this particular field or career, and you're not really seeing any progression, or you're not really seeing any stability in it. Or even if there is stability in it, I just feel like there seems to be like no progression. It could be progression as far as financially, or it could be progression as far as emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or any sense. But I just feel like something is no longer making sense to you, and I feel like some of you may feel very unappreciated at your workplace. Now, if this is a love matter, I feel like you guys are deciding to cut someone off. This is a long time coming, though. You guys may have been thinking about doing this for a very long time. I do feel like you guys have been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of meditation, a lot of thought has been going into this particular decision. I do see miscommunication between you and someone as well. You both. I can talk today. I just had my coffee. I feel like you both are mirroring each other, meaning like, if you don't talk to me, if you don't put in effort, if you don't put in the energy, I'm going to kind of give you the same thing as well. So it's kind of just like, if someone doesn't meet you halfway, you're not meeting them halfway. So there seems to be some sort of standstill, or there seems to be some sort of stagnation. Now, I do feel like the universe is forcing you to make some sort of decision, because something has been lingering in your life for too long. And the universe is either one, going to decide to let you make this decision. If you do take too long, they will be voluntarily or involuntarily ripping something out of your life. So that's why if you are procrastinating or not really doing anything or being very proactive when it comes to your life, there seems to be some sort of shift, or there seems to be some sort of ending that's coming into your life, because the Death card is in the middle of your reading. I'm also seeing that there is also a little bit of fear of change. I don't know if you are having that fear, or someone around you that you may be possibly dealing with is also a little bit afraid of that, or you both may be possibly afraid of that. You are also coming off very business-minded, very calculative. Be careful that you're not coming off too cold or too detached. There also seems to be like you being very focused on your finances and trying to multiply your finances, or there seems to be like you understanding that in order for you to make multiple streams of income, you need to cut off things that are no longer serving you. So you guys are you're being a little bit more calculative, you're being a little bit more strategic when it comes to your finances and how they're coming in. So that means that that is, in thinking in that way, like thinking that way, you're having to also let go of things that are not helping you, or not benefiting you, or not adding to your life. I did post something on my Instagram, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram if you don't. But it was a live that Monica did, and Monica, the singer, Monica Denise, basically what she was saying is that she's in the live, and she's like, I'm, cutting things that no longer serve me, and if you feel like I no longer serve you, cut me off too. So I feel like that is what's going on right now. You guys are putting things into perspective, and that is more so career and your love life. I feel like a lot of you are letting go of things that may have happened in the past, and also letting go of things that are currently happening in your current. So like I said, if something is not serving you, or if it's not beneficial to you or enhancing you, I feel like you're deciding to kind of let it go. And you might be coming off cold turkey when it comes to that, and not really caring or giving a fuck what people have to say. So you're coming off very individual, or very unique, or very eccentric in that way. And I do also feel that a lot of you are, again, seeing things from a higher perspective. Your mindset is also changing. This is beautiful to watch, just putting it out there, Taurus. Like, your mindset is changing. You're seeing things differently. You're taking in information differently as well. You're putting out information differently too. So there is an exchange of energy coming in and out. This is beautiful. This is beautiful to watch, child. Because I'm just usually when I do my readings, my eyes are closed. That's why I don't like to put my face on camera. When I'm doing my readings, my eyes are closed because I'm visualizing and I'm also hearing things. But I'm just seeing, like, this is beautiful to watch. This is like after the storm, a rainbow reappears. So I feel like there's a lot of transformations that are happening around you, Taurus, and I feel like this is the right step in the right direction. Whew. All right, Taurus, that was a good reading. All right, let's get into Gemini, which is my sign. All my Gemmies. Please drop your sign down below. All right, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. All right, let's see, Gemini. All right, Gemini. I didn't mean to breathe so hard. They're like, oh shoot, what she see? Okay, so what I'm saying for you, Gemini, is that there seems to be someone that may be coming towards you that is putting on some sort of an illusion or some sort of facade. Their words are not matching their actions. This can also be someone that has been in and out of your life. I do also feel like your finances has also been very in and out too, or up and down, or lack thereof. There seems to be like in and out, down and out. I have it, I don't have it. There seems to be some sort of mixed energies when it comes to your finances, but it also seems to be with a fire sign as too. So Aries, Leo, Sag, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now you're having to make a decision between two people, Gemini. It may be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The only thing I have a problem with is this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if you're dealing with them, is that they're coming off too playful or too immature. This is also someone that is coming off very mixed, giving like off mixed signals. I'm getting childish energy. Like, this is someone who may be older but still acting like they're young, or this is maybe someone that is they look mature but they're just immature emotionally or internally or mentally. So that can be a little bit frustrating. Also, a fire sign may be coming towards you as well, and this fire sign is also, I'm getting fuckboy energy or playboy energy. So just be careful if a fire sign is coming towards you. A fire sign may be wanting to rebuild with you. A fire sign may also want to work things out. I do also feel like you may decide to cut off anything that may be causing a lot of confusion. I do feel like an earth, not an earth sign, but that fire sign may be causing a lot of confusion. And this fire sign may be treating you like a revolving door, meaning that they're coming in and out of your life constantly. And there is like you having to create some sort of boundaries with either of these signs. But there seems to be like you having to create some sort of boundaries. Now, Gemini, I'm seeing that if you are dealing with two different people, you're coming off as a playboy or playgirl. Like, you out here like just, like, if you want to spoil me, shoot. If you want to take me out, shoot. I'll take it. Like, I just feel like you guys are just going with the flow of things. I do also feel like you guys are just, child, y'all coming off very manipulative. Like, you're just like, okay, well, you want to take me out, cool. You want to do this, cool. I'm just going to allow these things to happen. And I do also feel that you guys are coming off, dare I say, mischievous. Not saying that you're trying to take advantage of these signs, but you're just like liking the attention, or you're very flattered that men or women are gravitating to you and wanting to be with you and wanting to get to know you and wanting to kind of take you out. So if you are single, this is like you playing the field, and there's nothing wrong with that. Even though the Magician card is coming on, the Magician card talks about someone who's playing tricks, someone who's playing mind games, someone who's not, is putting on illusions or a facade, someone who's not who they say they are. And not saying that you're being fake, Gemini, but the Magician card is a Gemini card. But I'm just saying that you guys are just kind of like going with the flow things. Like, you're playing the field. You're not telling people that you're dating other people. You guys are just kind of just like living very free-spirited. And that is a Gemini trait. You guys are very free-spirited. I just feel that you guys are having to kind of more so figure out exactly whatever it is that you feel like you need, because I do feel that you guys are thinking about short-term goals as far as when it comes to relationships or connections, and not thinking long-term. Like, you're needing to, and that's okay. Like, if you're not wanting a relationship, you're not wanting something serious, it's okay to just go off of what you want. But if you're wanting something a lot more stable and you're wanting something a lot more long-term, then you need to figure out exactly what it is that you need. A need is long-term, a want is short-term. And I feel like a lot of I'm getting a mixture of you guys figuring out exactly what you need or what you want. Just be careful of a fire sign coming back, because this fire sign may be resurfacing, or this may be someone who is from your past. I do feel like a fire sign is possibly offering something to you, but I feel like they're beating around the bush. This can also be someone that's coming back into your life because of jealousy. They may be seeing you playing the field, going out, having a good time, being with other people, dating other men or women, and they're like, no, she's having too much fun. I need to come into her life and disrupt her peace, or disrupt what's going on. Or someone may feel threatened, the fact that you are dating someone, or the fact that you are out here living free-spirited. And a fire sign may want to come into your life to kind of stop that in your tracks. A fire sign may also feel abandoned by you, or a fire sign may feel like you are rejecting them in some sort of way because you are being very free-spirited and not giving them the attention that they crave or desire so much. So again, that fire sign is a revolving door with this fire sign. They come in and out when they want to. This is also someone who's not serious. This is also someone who is not wanting a strong level of commitment. They're just wanting to have fun. So just be careful with this fire sign. Now this earth sign, again, they are coming on very immature and childish, but I do feel like this earth sign is maybe possibly wanting something a little bit more stable than that fire sign. But I feel like that earth sign is just testing the waters, and they're not saying that they're not serious. They're just like, okay, let's see what happens, and you know, maybe this turns out to be a relationship, maybe it doesn't, but they're just testing the waters and I feel like they're trying to fill you out. It is mutual. Both people may be trying to fill each other out and trying to figure out where something is going to lead or where it's going to end up. So that is for you, Gemini. Let's get into Cancer. Alright, Cancer. And make sure I shuffle really well. right, Cancer. Excuse me. Okay, Cancer. What I'm seeing for you guys is that there can be okay, first of all, I'm getting polygamy. So you might be dealing with someone who maybe, well, maybe you agree to this. Maybe you haven't. I'm just getting third-party situation where there seems to be a love triangle going on. I'm also seeing that if you are in a love triangle, I'm seeing, okay, calm down, Cynthia, because I got so many messages coming to me at once. If you're in a polygamous relationship, I feel like all three of you guys are satisfied in the commitment. But I do feel like someone feels like they're not getting enough attention. So if you're in a polygamous relationship, one of your partners feels like they're not getting enough time with you, or they feel like they're not getting enough attention, or they're jealous. There seems to be a little bit of jealousy of the other partner because the other partner is getting more attention than the other. So that is for one message for a particular person or a group of you. Now, what I'm also getting is that there seems to be, for you, Cancer, that there's a love triangle. Someone is having to make some sort of decision about who they would like to move forward with. I do also feel like someone is also in a connection. This is a separate message, but someone may be possibly in a connection with someone else or feeling obligated to someone else, but I feel like there seems to be an affair going on, or someone may be possibly talking or texting or communicating with someone on the side, and the other person does not know what's going on. Now, I also feel like someone may be hiding the fact that they're in a love triangle and they're not wanting their partner to know, because they know that if their partner finds out, that they will let them go, or they will decide to kind of end the relationship or the connection. I do feel like there is heartbreak on the horizon because the Three of Swords is here. So there seems to be some sort of betrayal that's going on, or someone may possibly feel betrayed, or there's going to be some sort of an emotional disappointment. Now, I am going to say, if you are involved in a love triangle, like you are the manipulative one, or you are the one that knows that, you know, you're dealing with multiple people, you're going in the end, you're the one that's going to get fucked over, because I feel like you're going to lose both of those people if you are the one that's being very mischievous and manipulative and you are taking advantage of the situation. I feel like it's going to backfire, because I feel like something is going to happen where someone either finds out, or there's going to be some sort of information that's going to come out where both people decide that they no longer want to deal with you. So if you are the one that is the head honcho of the love triangle, I feel like you will lose both of those partners. Because ooh, oh my god, sorry, I got a message that usually someone is coming off very arrogant, like, oh, if that one don't work out, then I got that one. Yeah, okay, we're gonna find out. They're both gonna leave you. I feel like both of them are going to decide to walk away. If either one figures out what you're up to. Now, some of you may be involved in love triangles, so just pay attention to some sort of red flags, because I do feel like the Magician card is in the middle of the deck, and it just feels like someone is just being very, very vindictive, or this is also someone that is playing or being very I'm getting a trickster. Someone who's playing tricks, mind games. Someone is also manipulating or stringing someone along, or stringing both people along. I also feel like if you are in a connection, you may be only telling your friends and family about the good parts and leaving out the bad parts, meaning that your connection or your relationship is an illusion. It's a facade. It's for the gram, but behind the scenes, it's depressing. It's fuckery. It's, you know, dealing with affair, dealing with infidelity. I feel like you guys paint a pretty picture, but behind the scenes there seems to be a lot of turmoil. So just be mindful of that, Cancer. All right, let's look into Leo. Dang, Cancer, I gotta tighten up. I don't know if this is like someone that's doing that to you, or if you're doing this to other people, but I just feel like someone is just coming off very manipulative and calculative, duplicit. All right, let's do what am I doing? Leo. All right, Leo. Okay. I just need 3 cards. Really, Spirit? I just thank you. Like, really now? Okay, so this is for Leo. Okay, right off the bat, I'm getting mental health. So if you're needing to talk to someone or to kind of get something off your chest, it is saying for you to seek some sort of help. Therapy, counseling. I guess what I'm seeing is just like, there seems to be like you having to take care of yourself mentally. Now, I do also feel like there is someone that's coming towards you that triggers you. This may also be someone that causes you a lot of stress or some sort of anxieties. And I do also feel like there seems to be like trying to get your emotions back balanced. There seems to be an imbalance when it comes to your emotions. Now, I do feel like there's a decision that you're having to make that is causing you some sort of stress or some sort of anxiety. That you keep going back and forth with a decision. Now, if you were granted some sort of offer or some sort of opportunity, you're kind of trying to figure out if it's real or not, meaning that something is being given to you and you're trying to see if you trust it or not. Some of you are going back and forth whether or not you can trust some sort of offer or opportunity that's coming into your life. It could be a love offer because the Page of Cups is here. So this is going to be like a small offer. Someone may ask you out, or someone may decide that they want to move things forward with you, but you're just like, I don't know if I trust you. There seems to be a lack of trust, or there seems to be a lack of making some sort of decision. Now, someone may have those types of feelings towards you, like they don't know what to do with you, or whether or not they want to move forward with you, but there just seems to be some sort of back and forth. And someone is overthinking something to the point where it's causing stress, anxieties, and also it's manifesting in the body, meaning that I say this to my clients all the time, like mental ailments, which is like stress, anxiety, it can manifest physically into the body, causing physical ailments, like causing cancer, causing injury, like not injuries, but causing like actual pain to the body, like back pain, leg pain. It can manifest into things, it can manifest into tumors. Like it's just like the mind is very powerful, but it can also, if you're not in the right mind frame, it can cause physical ailments. And I feel like that is what possibly may be happening. Now, I do feel like there is some sort of an illusion or a facade. I do feel like there is also someone that is also resurfacing, and that is why you're having a lot of stress or anxieties, because someone is returning and you don't know if you can trust them or not. So there seems to be a little bit of like you feeling like, well, I don't know if this is an opportunity that is good for me, or if this is an opportunity that is not good for me. So there seems to be like you having to kind of sit down. I'm getting like some of you might have to do pros and cons lists. My therapist suggests that I do this too, so I'm going to suggest y'all do this. Maybe having to do a pros and cons list, maybe having to do, having to kind of figure out, trying to kind of figure out exactly what you feel like you deserve. I do also feel like someone may be possibly like breadcrumbing you, meaning that they're giving you a little bit, but they're not giving you a lot. And this is why you may be possibly stuck. Like, I don't know if I should move forward with it because this person is not giving me 100% or 150%, whatever that percentage is to you, that you feel like, oh my God, this person is like applying pressure. But I feel like someone's just like, I don't know, because they're one day they're this way and one day they're that way. So there just seems to be like a little bit of like confusion going on between you and someone else. Now, if you're in a relationship, I do feel like someone is having some sort of anxieties whether or not they want to move forward with the connection. Someone is just like, I feel like someone went into a relationship prematurely, meaning like they said yes to a relationship, but then just like now they're having second thoughts, like what the hell did I get myself into? Like, why did I agree to this relationship? Why did I agree to move forward with this person? Why did I agree to any of this? So someone is having some sort of second thoughts or second guessing themselves. And I do feel like there is a little bit of self-sabotage going on as well. But I do feel like if you feel like you made a mistake about entering a cycle, I feel like you're kind of worried about that. I don't know why. You could just break up with. Okay, sorry guys, my camera overheated, as you guys already know. So this is going to be for Virgo. Happy birthday to all my Virgos out there. I know that it is Virgo season. Actually, it's not Virgo season, it's Libra season. I am tripping. I'm tripping. I'm not even on Libra yet. I am so sorry. I jumped the gun. Okay, let's do Virgo. Okay, so Virgo, what I'm seeing for you is that a lot of you are refusing to make some sort of decision. You might possibly be in some sort of denial as well. Now, this may be in some sort of denial about a relationship, or this may be possibly some sort of denial about making some sort of heavy decision that it may be weighing on you. I am seeing stress and anxieties. Mainly the signs that are coming out are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do also feel that you might be blocking an energy that you may deem as toxic, or someone that you may feel is trying to take advantage of you. Now, I do also feel like someone is possibly trying to manipulate you or trying to take advantage of you. I do also feel like someone is blocking your blessing as far as your finances. So someone may be possibly trying to block you from making some sort of money. Someone may be possibly refusing to give you money if they owe you money. I feel like someone may be possibly beating around the bush, or someone may be possibly trying to I just feel like someone, you know what I'm getting Danny Lay and B Simone, like someone is trying to stop somebody's bag. I know that's random, and that's currently what's going on in pop culture. But that's what I'm getting. I just feel like someone is stopping someone's bag, or they're stopping someone from getting something that they feel like they deserve. I do also feel like someone is also refusing to speak to someone as well, because I am seeing that someone is deciding that they no longer want to interact or want to engage with someone, and that may be possibly either getting someone irritating or causing some sort of stress, or someone may be trying to manipulate their way back into your life. Now, I do also feel that there is also the universe may be possibly trying to get your attention, and that may be causing you some sort of anxieties or stress as well, because I do feel like a lot of you, your sleep may be very disturbed, or this also may be universe possibly trying to get your attention, and in doing so that is causing a lot of stress or a little bit of a burden, or this may be causing a lot of I feel like weird dreams. And I feel like a lot of you may be trying to possibly figure out what those dreams are, or what they may be, or trying to figure out something, trying to figure out why something is happening, or trying to figure out why there is these weird dreams that you're experiencing. And I feel like it's because the universe may be possibly trying to show you something, and what it's actually doing is causing confusion. So a lot of you may be getting these messages or signs and synchronicities, and you just don't understand what they mean. So I do feel like this is like you having to kind of like, I don't know why I'm getting like charades. The universe may be possibly playing charades with you, or trying to kind of get you to realize something or to see something from a higher perspective. And I feel like a lot of you are having a difficult time trying to understand or trying to read what the universe is trying to say. I do also feel like a lot of you are self-sabotaging yourself. So this is kind of like you may be blocking your own blessings. There also seems to be a little bit of like, the universe is like, is strongly trying to show you something, but you may be ignoring it or not really wanting to deal with something. You may be acting or pretending like you're too busy to kind of respond to what the universe is trying to show you or trying to tell you. It may be about a relationship or someone that may be possibly in your vicinity. Many of the signs, again, and what I'm getting are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there is some sort of news or message that may kind of like cause you to kind of retreat or isolate yourself. I do also feel like you guys don't want people to know what you're thinking or feeling. So there is a little bit of like you trying to isolate yourself, or just coming out very defensive or very guarded, or suddenly someone comes into your life that makes you feel that way too. Again, I'm getting Earth too, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this may be someone who may be an earth sign, but I feel like you're trying to protect yourself in something that you feel like is toxic, or someone that you feel like is trying to take advantage of you. Now, they may be coming into your life because they may feel like they missed out on an opportunity with you, or they may feel like they never had a fair chance with you, or this may be like someone who feels like ooh, these songs just come out of nowhere. I'm getting a song by Sierra, Never Ever by Jeezy. If that boy don't love you by now, I'm getting that song. He will never, 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 never love you. I'm getting that song. So someone just feels like they messed up, or they feel like they didn't have a fair shot with you. So I feel like someone is kind of just like regretting it, and they're wanting to kind of come in, but I feel like you're coming off very blocked or indecisive. Undecided, Cynthia. Undecided. Okay, now I'm on Libra. Happy birthday, Libra. Oh my God, happy birthday, Libra. All right, so let's look into Libra. I mean, I haven't heard that song in forever. I know that she doesn't make the money in the black bags. 808s and heartbreaks. Jeezy's verse was my favorite verse on that song. Throw your hands up in the air if you know he love you. Tell that DJ play that song right here. Let me see you two-step if you know he love you. Don't matter if you're by yourself, if you know he love you. Let me see you two-step. Look at that song stuck in my head. The DJ played us on my head. Alright. Oh, this looks good, Libra. So Libra, what I'm getting with you is that out of the blue, there may be possibly a soulmate that may be coming towards you. So I'm getting either a Leo, I'm getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it could be any sign. But I feel like there is something about something that you may have wished for, prayed for, subconsciously manifested that's happening. I do feel like a lot of you are going through some sort of spiritual awakening, or coming into some sort of realization or some sort of alignment. I do also feel like a lot of you are being guided, or a lot of you are being gifted or granted some sort of access. I'm seeing access granted. So there is some sort of spiritual gift that you may realize. You may also realize that you're an empath, or you may realize that you have some sort of metaphysical ability. This can be Reiki, which I do. It could be like tarot. It could be any form of divination, but I feel like you guys are coming to realize that you have some sort of gift. Maybe you have a gift of reading people's mind, because I'm also getting someone who is I mean, I don't know why this is why are you showing me this? Anyways, I'm seeing like Carrie. Is it telekinesis or telepathic connection? I'm getting that too. I think it's telekinesis. I don't think it's telekinesis. That's not telekinesis. I think it is. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Like, the ability to move things with your mind. I feel like that is what's happening, or someone is being very telepathic, or someone is coming to some sort of realization that they are having a telepathic connection with someone else. It could be some sort of soulmate that's coming into your life to help you realize these things, or come to some sort of enlightenment. I also feel like there is a little bit of like you having to realize that you are the one that is it could be like, because I feel like this is more so like advice. So it could be like you having to stop looking for some sort of opinion, validation, or some sort of confirmation, because spiritually you are aligned enough to come to those realizations. Meaning that, not saying that you shouldn't go to your spiritual advisors, not just me, or it could be anybody, but I'm just saying that you have the ability to kind of tap into the metaphysical world. Like, you have the ability to do that yourself, but sometimes you second guess yourself, or sometimes you don't know what you're doing, or sometimes you may self-sabotage yourself because you're needing a spiritual advisor. You need someone to kind of like be that stamp of approval for what you are already thinking or feeling, or what you're already tapping into. So there is a little bit of that. Like, you have the ability to do these things, but you're just needing a little bit of a confirmation from someone that you may respect spiritually. I do also feel like you guys may be possibly getting mixed messages from the universe, and that is why there is a little bit of confusion, or there seems to be a little bit of anxieties. I do also feel like you're going to come into some sort of abundance. So there is going to be some sort of money that's going to be coming in, or there's going to be some sort of blessing or that are going to come into your life that is going to help propel you spiritually. I don't feel like it's like monetary value. I feel like it's like the universe is maybe gifting you with a gift, a metaphysical gift, or it could be an actual gift. Maybe you're wanting that home, maybe you're wanting that car, maybe you're wanting something to go in your favor, and I feel like something is going in your favor. So something that you may have wished for, prayed for, subconsciously manifesting is happening for you, Libra. I do also feel like you guys are having some sort of ultimate wish fulfillment, so things are going to kind of just like align themselves for you. And I feel like the universe feels like you've been kind of like putting in the work emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically, and just like, you know what? They're giving you a pat on the back. They're like, here, you've gained this, you've earned this, so we're going to give it to you. So whatever that is, I feel like something is being gifted or blessed, or some sort of abundance is coming in for you, Libra. This looks good. Happy birthday. This is a good birthday message. All right, so let's do Scorpio. Scorpio. Ooh. Shuffle one more time. All right, Scorpio. All right, someone's walking away from a relationship. Scorpio, you might be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sag, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio like yourself, but I feel like this is you. I feel like a lot of you are walking away from a relationship. There seems to be a lot of fighting or a little bit of conflict going on between you and this fire sign. I do also feel like you guys are not seeing eye to eye. You guys are totally two different pages. Aries got this too, so I don't know if you're dealing with an Aries, like you both are not in alignment of how you would want the connection to carry out. So like, meaning like someone is wanting to be with someone, the other person is just having mixed feelings about being with the other person. So I feel like someone is kind of like not trying to force the relationship, but they don't want the other person to move on, because they're just wanting to kind of work on the relationship, but one person is not on board with that. I do also feel like you guys are deciding to walk away because you had a false sense of stability, or this may be like you guys realizing that you were not happy. This is something about like walking away because you may have felt unfulfilled in a particular situation that you may have been involved with, and I do feel like this may be a connection that you were in. A lot of you were ignoring a lot of signs and synchronicities that you were receiving from the universe, a lot of messages that you were receiving from the universe. Universe may have been telling you or kind of nudging you to go in a different direction, but because of a sense of fear, you went into a different direction, and now you're having to realize that the universe was right and that you should have you should have made another decision. So I don't know if there may have been some sort of indecision between I don't know, you and a fire sign, or you having to choose between a fire sign and somebody else. But I feel like there seems to be like someone's like leaving a relationship or connection that they were in to kind of find what, because I feel like someone feels like something is missing, and someone is deciding to leave to find out what that missing piece is. That missing piece can be another person. That missing piece can be, yourself, finding that you're enough, that you are the void that you're searching for. But I feel like there is something about someone feeling a void and feeling like this is not what I signed up for, this is not what I want, something is still missing. Even though I'm in this connection, or even though I have a connection with this person, something is still missing. So someone is walking away to kind of figure out what that is. Now I do feel like there is going to be some sort of communication with an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There seems to be some sort of in and out There seems to be some sort of in and out energy between you and that air sign, or off and on, or you guys are in your lives for a period and then you guys are not in your lives for a period. So there seems to be like miscommunication. There also seems to be like someone's just like, well, if you're not talking to me, I can go years without talking to you if you don't talk to me. So there seems to be a little bit of mirroring each other's energy too. I just feel like someone is just too stubborn, or someone is just feels like they don't have to reach out, and that could be because of pride. Someone is also too prideful to admit that they made a mistake, too prideful to kind of acknowledge the things that they may have done. Someone is also too prideful to acknowledge their wrongdoings, or maybe they have acknowledged it to themselves, but maybe they have not acknowledged it towards the other person. I do also I see that there also needs to be some sort of forgiveness as well. So I don't know if it's between you and that fire sign or an air sign, but there seems to be some sort of forgiveness. Now, an air sign may be very defensive. Air sign may not want anything to do with you. If this is Scorpio, you going to an air sign, or this may be vice versa, take it how it resonates with you. I just feel like an air sign is moving on, and I feel like a lot of you water signs are taking it very hard. It also seems to be like you keep thinking about somebody, or something about like you keep having daydreams, or you keep fantasizing about somebody, or can't get someone off of your mind. I feel like you're also wanting to connect with someone as well, but they may not want to connect with you. I feel like someone is, for the time being, moving on, and I feel like you or the other person is feeling like they waited too long to say something, or they waited too long to take some sort of action. Whew. All right, Scorpio. Whatever that resonates, resonates with who? Okay, so let's do Sagittarius. Make sure to like the video, guys, and let me know if you guys like this format. Let's see. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, what I'm getting with you is that someone is needing to recover or heal. I also feel like someone is also doing too much drinking or overindulging. If it's not drinking, this can just be someone that may be overindulging in whatever is their vice. I do also feel that someone is putting a lot of time and energy into working on themselves. So I don't know if this is you, Sad, or if this is someone around you, but someone is trying to actively put in some sort of time to kind of heal, or to kind of get rid of their bad habits, which is a good thing. I do also feel that someone is coming off manipulative or toxic, emotionally more so. If anything, it's more so emotionally. Someone is also plotting or scheming, or they are, I feel like someone is trying to coerce someone into doing something that they don't want to do. I don't mean that in a physical way. It could be anything. It could be verbally, it could be mentally. I do feel like there is a little bit of a emotional or mental manipulation as well. If you are being emotionally, mentally manipulated, please walk away, because I'm getting a little bit of a bad vibe here, or someone is kind of like actively trying to coerce someone into something that they feel like they're not ready for. I do also feel like someone is wanting to kind of reconcile, or wanting things to get better between a relationship. Like if this is a relationship that is like really rocky, I feel like someone is they know what they're doing. They know what to say to kind of make sure that the relationship stays intact, or make sure that you don't go anywhere. So Sagittarius, I don't know if this is you doing that. Mainly signs that are coming out are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your energy, Sagittarius, is coming out with a Temperance card. Or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do feel like there seems to be some sort of power struggles. There also seems to be like a relationship has a hard time stabilizing. It's just like, not saying it's off and on, because I feel like it was never off. I just feel like there seems to be like tension or conflict within a relationship, but unwilling to break up, or unwilling to separate, or unwilling to let go of the situation. Meaning that you guys have been in a relationship and you guys know each other in and out. Someone also does not want to start over, meaning that they don't want to let go of a relationship and start over with someone new. Even though that might be what's best, and someone may feel that way, someone's just like, oh my God, the energy and the emotional capacity of me having to relearn another person, or relearn another human being, or I feel like someone's just like, I don't want to start over. I just don't want to start over. I know this person. I know how to deal with them. I know how they function. I know that it's like something is predictable, and you're just like, I'd rather keep predictable than to go into a situation that I don't know what can happen. So I feel like someone is just sticking to some sort of comfortability. That may not always be best, because I do feel like it's more so crippling you, because that doesn't leave room for growth. But hey, it's up to you whether or not you want to deal with that. I do also feel that there is a little bit of like you traveling, so there may be possibly traveling, or maybe someone is wanting to move on, or maybe someone is wanting to kind of go into a different direction, or to move the relationship in a different direction. But I just feel like a relationship is stuck. It is because one person is growing, the other person is not. So there seems to be an imbalance in the relationship, that someone is more so spiritually, mentally, emotionally growing, and the other person is stunted still. So that causes conflict, or that causes a little bit of tension within the relationship or the connection. All right, let's get into Capricorn. I had that Sierra song stuck in my head. Alright, Capricorn. Came out reverse. Okay, Capricorn, what I'm getting for you is that there seems to be the universe trying to get your attention. Now, what I'm also seeing is that there's a decision that you're going to come to some sort of realization. You're going to come to some sort of realization that you've been doing something completely wrong. And I just feel like you're going to switch things up. So there is a little bit of like a shift, or there's going to be some sort of transformative phase that you're going to go through. There's something about you having to forgive yourself as well. Having to forgive yourself for allowing things, something to happen, or allowing things to happen, or forgiving yourself for past disappointments as well. I'm also saying that there's something with some sort of divine timing. If you're owed an apology, I feel like it's coming, but I feel like you're gonna have to wait. I feel like something has to align. It could be like you're having to wait for some sort of transit to happen in order for this to happen. If you're into astrology, you would know what that means. I just feel like you're having to wait for something to align, like a full moon, new moon, or this can be some sort of lunar alignment that you're having to wait for in order for this apology to happen, because I do feel like someone does owe you an apology. This is also someone that you may not be speaking to, or this may be someone that you have not heard from. I do also feel like there is some sort of tension. There also seems to be like some sort of connection that's also coming into your life that is going to change. Again, you're going to change the way that you're thinking. You're going to realize that you have been going about a situation completely wrong. There seems to be some sort of telepathic connection that you're going to have with someone. I do feel like because the Lover's card is at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like there is some sort of significant connection that's going to come into your life that is going to change you completely. And I do feel like this is going to be in a good way, not in a bad way. I do feel like this connection is going to serve a higher purpose. I do feel like if someone is coming into your life, this is a love offer, a love potential, a suitor. I feel like you will turn this down initially, but then you're going to realize that this is something that's part of your destiny. This is something that's part of your fate. So you're just going to go along with it. It is saying for you to kind of surrender to the flow of your life, or to surrender to the flow of energy that is going through your life. Oh my God. I saw a movie on Netflix, and it was a quote, not a quote, but I guess a line in the movie, and it was absolutely so beautiful. It was basically saying that, questioning time, saying that, are we actually living through time, or is time actually passing us? So it's kind of just like, are we moving through time, or is time passing through us? Which was absolutely beautiful to actually sit down and think, and to kind of like dissect, because it's true. You know, are we actually living through time, or is time just simply passing us like the wind, and we're just stagnant and we're just still, and time is what's passing us by? That was absolutely beautiful, the way that she worded it in the movie. I don't remember the movie, but it was absolutely beautiful to hear that. Made me question a lot of things too. But I feel like that is what's happening. A lot of you are realizing these things, and you're seeing things from a higher perspective, and you're questioning a lot of things that are happening in your life as well. I do feel like divine timing is on your side. I do feel like the universe is going to give you, and you're going to always have enough, but you're having to wait. I know you don't want to hear that, but there is something about you having to wait for the right time, the perfect moment, the right sweet spot, so something can happen for you. And I do feel like once that time comes in, I feel like things are just going to go off for you. Like, I think like there's going to be like, you're going to propel, like there's going to be a lot of signs and synchronicities. You're going to get a lot of messages. You're going to get a lot of confirmations. You're going to see things that are going to align for you emotionally, mentally, financially too. I feel like things are just going to pick up for you. You may try to control it at first, but then you're going to realize that, you know what, let me just sit back and enjoy these blessings, because maybe God or the universe is showing me something, or maybe I deserve this. Because a lot of you may feel like you don't deserve the things that are happening in your life, but I feel like the universe is just like, no, sit back and enjoy this. You earned this. So I feel like that is what's happening. And I do feel like this is also something with a love connection too. Like, a lot of you have been praying or wanting something strong, or a long-term commitment, and it's finally happening. And then a lot of you chicken out when it finally happens. Like, you guys, something causes you to become nervous, something causes you to be afraid, or something causes you to shut down, because you're just like, yes, I asked for this, but I don't know if I'm ready for it now. And the universe is just like, what are you talking about? You wanted this. We're giving you this. Take it. And you're just like, no, I was just kidding. I was just playing. I'm very comfortable being by myself. So I feel like the universe may be possibly trying to get you out of your comfort zone. And this doesn't have to be just with love. This can be with financially, or this can be with friendships. This can be with family. But I feel like the universe is trying to like nudge you off of that cliff, or just maybe they try 300 kick you off that cliff. But I feel like that sounds so bad, but I feel like that is what's happening. All right, let's do Aquarius. Not 300 kicks in. What the hell? But that's what I feel like. Someone just, the universe just like, if you don't go ahead and take this, if you don't do that, if you don't, I just feel like the universe just like, look, you deserve this. Take it. All right, Aquarius. Right. Okay, 4 cards came out. I usually don't do this, so Aquarius, I'll take it though. Okay, so Aquarius, what I'm seeing is that you're not wanting to repeat a cycle. You're not wanting to repeat a cycle. There seems to be something that keeps happening over and over again, and you're trying to figure out why things keep happening the way they keep happening. I'm getting rinse, wash, and repeat. Something is rinse, wash, and repeat. keeps happening over and over again. You're trying to figure out why it keeps happening over and over again. Why is Spirit giving me this again? Why is Spirit bringing this back around? Why is Spirit doing that? Why? Like, you're questioning a lot that may be possibly going on. I do also feel like you're trying to get your emotions back balanced. I do feel like a lot of you are trying to kind of get yourself aligned. Sorry, Aquarius, y'all, my camera overheated. Nothing I can do about it, y'all. So I do feel like you are also denying yourself something that you really want as well. So there is a little bit like you coming off very guarded or very reserved as well. There also seems to be some sort of decision that you're needing to make, or someone is having to make with you. If someone is having to choose between you and someone else, I feel like you are just deciding to walk away, or will decide to walk away from a situation. I do also feel like there is something about a resurfacing too. So a cycle just might be coming back around, and if a cycle is coming back around, I feel like you're going to decline or going to ignore or going to avoid it. So let's get into Aquarius, which is the last zodiac. No, Pisces. All right, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, I do feel like you're trying to avoid someone who's a liar. This might be someone who is very deceptive. This can also be someone that may be following you on social media. You may be following them on social media. So there is a little bit of like following or trying to keep up what the other person is doing, or sneaking around, trying to find out what the other person is up to. There also seems to be that it may be an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it may be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm getting in and out energy. I'm also getting someone who's a repeat offender. So this is someone who's going to possibly keep lying if you decide to kind of deal with them. I do also feel that this is also someone that has been thinking about you, or you have been thinking about them. I do also feel like there is a lie that has been going on for a very long time. So I don't know if you are lying or the other person is lying, but there seems to be a lie that has been going on for maybe possibly years or months. And I do feel like you're going to come to some sort of fruition of what that lie is. There also seems to be someone that feels like they missed out on an opportunity. So someone is either grieving or having sort of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Someone is also watching you from a distance, living your best life, and they are grieving, or someone feeling like they missed out, or someone feels like they didn't take an opportunity when it was presented to them. I do also feel that someone had an opportunity to speak up, but they did not speak up. So now they're feeling like they missed out. I do feel like they're going to come back around, so you're going to make some sort of decision whether or not you want to deal with them. But I feel a lot of you are going to decide to walk away. I do also feel like be careful that someone is not trying to... I just get someone who's a liar. They're lying their way back into your life. This is someone that's not meant to be trusted. I do also feel like, again, repeat offender. This is someone who, if you do decide to let them back into your life, they're going to kind of repeat the same mistakes over and over again, or someone just keeps making the same mistakes over and over again. I do feel like I'm getting, oh my God, I don't know why I always get that song when I get this feeling, but I'm getting this song by Elle Varner called Stop the Clock, which is one of my favorite songs. I feel like someone just keeps, you know, what's it say? They say insanity is doing all the same thing. It's okay. Insanity is doing all the same things and thinking that you're going to get a different ending. That's what I feel like. If someone keeps just doing the same thing over and over again, wanting to press the reset button over and over again, but they're doing the same mistakes over and over again. So there's no progression, just stagnation. There's no movement. So that is why someone may be possibly turning down an offer, or possibly not wanting to get back caught up into a situation. I do also feel like someone is not wanting to go down that rabbit hole, or open up Pandora's box, because they know exactly what they're going to receive if they decide to do that. So this is why someone may be possibly trying to close someone off, or not really wanting to let someone in. So this is pretty much what I'm getting for you, Pisces. Now, if you do want a full reading, it will be in the description box for my availability. I will be taking my availabilities after October 9th. I do have an online store if you do want to shop with me as well. I do sell smudge kits, spell books, decks, everything you can think of, crystals, on my website. So if you do want to shop with me, that'll be in the description box as well. Please drop your sign down below. If you do want to join the tribe over on Patreon, where we do spells and rituals mainly focusing on self-love, money, and protection, and plus you guys see these readings before YouTube, that'll be a separate platform, and I do have exclusive content on that platform as well. So if you want to join that platform, that will be somewhere on the screen, but I will also link it down below, so you guys can also get a direct link to sign up for my Patreon. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video if you guys do like this format. I love you guys so much. Also, I do have a Twitch, so please follow me on Twitch, where I do live readings as well on that platform. And I do live readings on YouTube every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're love donation based, I guess they're donation based readings. So if you do want a donation, if you do want a reading, you can join us Mondays, where I do live readings, and we kind of chill out and cut the shit. So I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in my next video or my next vlog, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.